Hey everybody, this is Anaris, and this is going to be a 1 versus 1 on the map Blistering Sands, featuring SpoR down in the bottom left-hand corner. Spawning is the yellow Zerg, and up in the top left, it's either Debo or Debo. I haven't quite figured out how to pronounce it yet. I'm just going to call him Debo, because Debo sounds more awesome. And then we also do have a spectator here, Dominationin. Okay, he will be spectating along with us here. And Debo is spawning as the red Terran up here in the top right. And as both these players do get off to a start in this game, I do want to remind you guys to go check out a couple things. Number one, if you haven't played Infernal Arena yet, go check it out. I've had a lot of people come and tell me they really like the map, so you will probably have a lot of fun on it. And also go ahead and check out StarcraftArena.net. It is the website that was created by HD and Husky, both of which you are all probably mostly familiar with. It's a really awesome site. They've got a great community that they're building up there. Lots of helpful folks and whatnot. So there you can also find strategies, you can find build orders, you can find funny stuff. Just it's pretty much got whatever you need. So check it out, StarcraftArena.net, and this drone is going to get in here, see what he can see, which unfortunately is not too much at the present time. It's like, you know, he's just getting off to a start here. But it is very common to try to keep a worker in the opposing team's base to, let's say you'll send it right here, or you can even send it right here. And then hopefully the opposing team member will forget about it, and then you can send it back out later to scout. So for you newer players, that's just kind of a little tactic you can use. Unfortunately for this drone, his days are indeed numbered, as this Marine has got a beat on this little stinker here. He is coming back out. Wow, he almost died there, but this Marine gave up the chase. As this Zergling now kind of faked out the Marine by hiding in here. Now he's going to hide up here on the top. Nope, just kidding. He's going to go scout around some more. So taking a look at the Zerg space here, I don't believe actually the SCV has come in here to scout it out. However, he was able to build a depot right here at the natural expansion to deny SpoR his early hatchery down here at the base of his ramp. Very good move by Debo, as this effectively delays SpoR's strategy. And we do have a gas going down here. Could see some speedlings here in the very near future, as this drone does run back with its minerals that it gained from the natural expansion. Meanwhile, up here we do have kind of a dances with drones techniques going on here. Just kidding, we have a exploding with drones technique going on, as this Marine does run back to the base of the ramp, where there is now another depot and a couple other Marines just kind of hanging out, as a second and third barracks goes down. For the Terran player, orbital command is complete. We do have a mule out here gathering the monies for the Terran player. Almost have a queen complete down here for the yellow Zerg in the bottom left. Looks like she is complete now, doing her queenie thing, getting some eggs out, and that supply depot finally did go down, so this expansion is able to be placed by SpoR at his natural. And SpoR looks like he's sent a couple Zerglings out here to check out the base here. However, this one does not really care about scouting out. This must be Eddie. I'm gonna guess this is Eddie, because he's doing what none of the other Zerglings want to do. He is free to hang out beside this little cactus and run up here and do nothing. So these Marines do have a nice little spread around here. Get a good surround on the ramp, as these other Marines are probably going to go keep an eye on the rock, as it is very dangerous to not leave anything here watching your backside, so to speak. So more Zerglings running around on the map, just keeping an eye on the movement of the Terran forces here. Another Zergling going to check out the ramp, however. He probably won't be able to do a whole lot, as this reactor is going down, and we should see some more Marines entering the field soon. Also do have two tech labs here spawning up here at the top, and stem pack being researched as well. So meanwhile, down here in the Zerg base, we do have both a Roach Warren and a Baneling Nest. So a whole bunch of tier 1 units we will be seeing here in the very near future, as more Zerglings are pumped out to combat any sort of early push that the Terran might do. The Terran is building a supply depot right here, just behind the other one, which is very good. It'll help prevent any sort of early Baneling bust. Unfortunately, if one were to come right now, this depot would probably die a horrible death, but I do not believe we will be seeing that, as the Baneling Nest is still building. So second gas going down as well. And this is actually very important for newer Zerg players. If you're going to go dual tech, I guess you call it dual tech 1, with Banelings and Roaches, you're going to want to make sure you get the extractor and get the gas to support it. I know I've seen a number of replays where people try to do both of these buildings off of one gas refinery, and it just doesn't work that well. So it's even better if you can get your gas going at this expansion as well, because then you'll be able to just flood the map with tier 1 units, which would be a pretty good counter to what looks like is going to be a Marine and Marauder push. Marauder. We do have the Weapons 1 upgrade coming as well down here from the Engineering Bay, at the back of Terran's base. As this one Zergly man, he's trying to take on these Marines like a champ, but unfortunately he is not going to be able to do a very good job, as these Marines do have their heavy power armor suits of power. Okay, so anyways, enough of redundancy. Taking a look here, this Overlord, man, he's kind of ballsy, hanging out in the back of Terran's base, just out of range. As Terran is moving out his forces, another Zergling bites the dust super quick on the way up the ramp to this Marine and Marauder force, which is moving out towards the Zerg base, who does have a number of Banelings here morphing just out of range of the creep, as well as a Spine Crawler here at the top of the ramp. Very good move to have that there. Drones taking kind of an early retreat to the main base, because the Zerg player does not want to lose those to any sort of early Marine Marauder push. And I swear I'm going to get that word right one day, Marauder. I should just spend a day and talk about that. Okay, so Zerg doing a very good job hiding these forces right here just behind the lines. Unfortunately, he did not wait until the units were close enough, and since STEM is researched, he will effectively be able to kite all of these units. And he is also keeping his Marauders up here at the front of the Marines, which will absorb any sort of attack move by the Banelings. The Zerg player did lose a number of the Banelings actually during the attack against the Thors. So I would say, even though Debo really didn't do a whole lot of damage, he still came out on top because he reduced the size of Zerg's army. Let's actually take a look at that real quick here. Yep, yellow, if you can look at it, his army is definitely at a disadvantage, at least mineral-wise, in comparison to Debo here. I'm sorry, SpoR's army. I don't know why I'm having so many problems with these names today, but, well, with two queens here hanging out who did make it back to the base in time before the game finished. These things move super slow when they're off of creep, so SpoR is looking to remedy that by having creep tumors here placed around the map. As the Terran forces do go in here, Marauders first to absorb any sort of damage from the Banelings and the Marines as well. And they do have stim here, which will help them kite the Banelings. However, the Zerg player did learn his lesson, keeping these Banelings back here, as he does not want to lose a whole bunch more of them to this Marine Marauder force. And this queen just died a very explosive death down here at the expansion, with these drones trying to come off the line to help defend the base too. And taking a look at the base here, we do have the Spine Crawler moving up to help defend against that Marine Marauder push, as these Marines and Marauders do come in here and do a back attack against the drones here, trying to take out actually the Baneling nest. The Zerg is reacting very quickly to that. However, I'm not sure if there will be enough damage. Will it be? Yes, it lives with 16 health. That is absolutely insane lucky for the Zerg player. As these drones do come off, I'm assuming to build some sort of defense tower. However, drones running in a line are not a very good defense, as more Marines and Marauders are coming in to finish off presumably this Baneling nest. Yep, that just exploded really quick. And they do get surrounded by the drones. This one Marauder here is going to die very quickly, followed by these other two themselves. Baneling Nest is being rebuilt by SpoR as well as a lair. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the Terran base, as his forces do decide to retreat. Not worth wasting any more money and destroy any more buildings. Take a look here. We do have a factory being built up here, as well as a starport. He is still running off of three barracks in his main base, two tech labs, one reactor. So pretty standard Marine Marauder build for the Terran forces here. And let's actually take a look at the army here.